I had very big problem with getting a job, so there are no apartments that'll let you stay there if you don't have a way to pay the rent.
They just took us to court and evicted us, regardless of our kids, regardless of the youngest ones, regardless of the cold. They just said, you're out.
It finally happened. We went to the women's shelter one day with her, and they helped us get the motel. It kind of dragged on for like a month that we stayed in the motels, which was very unnerving because my son was still going to school, so we'd have to find out which bus would take him, from which motel we'd be at. That stuff was nerve-wracking.
It's not by choice a lot of the time. A lot of people think, oh, they're just a stupid kid, they ran away from home. They caused their own homelessness. And it's usually not that way. It's abuse or drugs or alcohol.
There's quite a bit of homelessness going on here. You never see it. It's there though, and it's going on a lot.
When I moved into this one house, I was doing okay. I had, a small family at the time. There was 5 of us, 2 bedrooms. We were doing fine. But then it came the time when he said, you know what, your family's too big, it's growing, and you need to get out. Well, in January, it's very hard. It's cold and everything, and we couldn't find anything. I was so frustrated, I'd cry sometimes saying, this isn't right, this isn't fair. But the lucky thing for me, I still had a job.
My mother gave me a Buick, and it was me and my 3 kids and my wife. We were sleeping in the car. We had to use public restrooms, and it was pretty hard to change my baby too in the car and all that, And then having to eat dinner in the car, and it was just really uncomfortable. We stayed in the car for almost a month.
And like I said, it's 30 hours at the school because I work Monday through Friday. And then I work from 3 to 10 here every day. And then Saturday and Sunday I put in 11 to 12-hour shifts. So, a lot of people have seen me and say, do you own this place? I said, no, I don't own this place. But they said, well, you're always here. I said, well, it's because I'm determined to work.
I'm a mechanic, a plumber, a carpenter, a truck driver, licensed truck driver. Basically everything. I put tile, I do drywall, I do everything. The only thing is that I can't go out right now and stay a full 8 hours or 10 hours, not until my wife has days off. And in the companies like that, they ain't gonna like that, so.
I stayed behind buildings, behind dumpsters, down in little staircases. I've stayed underneath staircases, at least 3 that I can count.
Don't look away. Don't turn your face. Don't look away.
When I got my house, I was so thankful. I was so thankful that I did finally get a house, and I was so happy, thrilled. But there's always that thing that I could always fall back. You may have a home now, but you can also fall back again. And it's a scary thought for me.
I wrote this poem a while ago, and it's called Thank You. The snow falls, the days and the nights grow longer. The cold cement under the bridge at 32 below is not okay. Walking around at 3 a.m. because that's all you can do to stay warm. Confused why no one cares, but shh, you can't tell anyone. We're street tough. Just to want a warm meal and someone to talk to you, and to have an ear to listen just even for a minute. They work their 9-to-5 jobs, go home in their $60,000 cars to talk to the wife and play with the kids. But for just one day, we will have that life. We will both be educated. But I will know the life struggled to earn $1. The lights get a little closer. I just had someone give me a minute. She gave me 5 minutes. And now that bridge is a house. Look how a minute can just change a life. My struggle just got a little bit easier.